this whole time you were stringing me along. Now I'm crying, I'm trying to hold it down. Told me now you're less sure than before. What did I do to make you walk and close the door? Now I'm crying, I'm trying to hold it down. Oh, but I don't know what to do. What do you suggest I do when a person leaves you blue and that person is you? Told me now you're less sure than before. What did I do to make you walk and close the door? Now I'm crying, I'm trying to hold it down. Oh, but I don't know what to do. What do you suggest I do when a person leaves you blue and that person is you?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I was originally going to just put one down to center here on top of these pilings, these girt, but I'm going to put an extra one. I'm going to use this one here, and I'll space them out evenly, accordingly, and then I'll do in the joists after. But right now, I got the sills in place. This one, and then the west one. I got this one all squared up. I got already marked out. I'm going to square that up, and then I'm going to put it beside this one, and then I'm going to transfer the layout to that, and then I will square these guys up, and I'll have these done today. Okay, well, let's get busy.
Friends think that we're crazy. They just song. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold of me. Baby, I don't care, I don't think I'd even mind. Between holding your hand, what I'm feeling in the bottles of wine. 'Cause you just might be something that could stick. Well, at least I put my money down on it. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold of me. We've been around enough to know that what this world really needs is something like you and me. Bitter with a touch of sweet, cold but it goes down with ease. Old-fashioned love is what this world really needs. Old-fashioned love.
Okay, well, now I got my middle girts all squared up. I'm going to transfer all these 2-foot marks over to the other one, and then these ones will be done. And then I'll square the end sills up, and I will call that a wrap for today. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about square rule. I've already flattened this side to start with, And all I do is I get the find a reference point, which is going to be the reference point, and the best square. So this side here and this side here are the best square. So I go down when this side is up, then I use this side and this side, and I get this all nice and level. So then I turn this log over, or the timber over, and then now that this side is square, and then I look at this point or this point here. Whoop. I look at this point or this point, and I go down the whole timber. And whatever's the high side, and if I see some daylight, I mark the opposite side. And then I have a look, and let's say it's a 16th, and it's up like this, right? I'm just going to exaggerate a little bit so you can see. So I take this spot here, this area here. Let's say I'm that much out. I'm going to say it's a 16th or 132nd. And then I take a couple passes down with my router. And so there's the numbers there. And so this is where we take it. So let's say it's 1/64th, and then I know that it's going to get pretty close to this side being, this is my square point. This is my reference points. I take all my measurements off this. And so I'm going to flip this over, and then it will correspond with the rest of the timbers that I have here. So that's it. Square rule theory. Yeah, and I should add, I do that to every timber in the structure. Every timber gets square ruled, and all the measurements come off the square reference point. And then that way your building will be nice and square, nice and plumb, nice and level. All right, and there's the other ways too, where you can scribe your everything in, but I'm going to do this here. I did a little bit of scribing before, and it just but you got to scribe every joint on each log, or on the log or building. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy this work. I just love it. It just that's the artist in me. Okay.
Waking up in the flower bed, the sun is up, table set, we eat and drink. Body and bread, blood and wine, there's a time to live, time to die, and a time to be. Slow down. Listen for a heartbeat, with everything in motion. Say a word, hold a hand. Life is not the sum of what we plan, but the in-between. This miracle of human life and the body and time that we occupy, it is all together sacred. Slow down and listen for a heartbeat, with everything in motion. Oh, here now, see the beauty that is woven in every single moment. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. La da 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 da, la da 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 da.
Well, I like it when a plan comes together. This one here is just a little bit in from square, but I anticipated that, so I drilled the hole a little bit bigger. The anchor that's in the ground, so I made that a little bigger so I can just move that into square. Flush this up. Here's my center line. So here's my change. I wanted to do 3 sections, joist all the way down. So, but that means I do a little bit of a change. So I will deal with that. That makes that center one obsolete. Maybe I can put some braces. These are 32 inches from here, and here's center. So maybe I can put some braces from there up on both sides, and I think it's going to be plenty strong enough, but I don't want a bouncy floor, so I think it'll be just fine. So yeah, so here's I got these in place. Like, I'm going to do a little dovetail, so I'm going to do a dovetail here. I'm just going to mark this out. All these are the same. These are nice and flush. So what I did today, I'm just going to reverse everything. I'm going to start with my pockets on four of them on the small sill, and then I'll just do everything in reverse, put these back on, and then I'll start working on the corners here. So, and then after I get all that notching done, I'll drop this whole system down to this level. So here's this is center. I'll do I might do a dovetail, I might not, we'll see. So all these are laid out 2-foot centers, and those are marked laid out 2-foot centers as well. Here's the corner. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting this floor dropped and into place. I'm pretty close here. These are pretty straight. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's awesome when the work works out that way. Here, I'll just do a little tweaking out on this one here, but man, isn't that something? If that whole thing will drop. The fun starts now, so I get to do chisel work, and everything's laid out, everything's in place. I don't have the oak pegs yet, but when I do figure these corners out, what I'm going to do is I'll just drop a couple of structural screws in here until I get some oak pegs, and I'll just probably leave those structural screws in there, so it wouldn't hurt. But here it is, ready for notch, doing all the chisel work. I'm looking forward to that now. I think I got some time tomorrow, so I'll be able to work on, I'll get all these done. I'll do the dovetail on this, and then I'll do the pockets on this side all the way down. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to do, so I got 18. That's 36 pockets I need to do, plus do these, so that's a bit of work, but hey, that's what it's all about. Okay, so I got this much done today. Everything's squared up, everything's planed, layouts ready for doing chisel work. So once I get everything in place and secured, and then I'll start working on the floor joists. There was, what did I say, there's 9, 18, 36 floor joists that I'm going to put in there. Probably 4x8 or 4x7. I'm going to do a bit of a I'm not just going to make pockets, I'm going to do it so where the joist actually the beam, the sills are actually going to take the weight of the joist of the floor, load board, live weight, and so we'll figure that out. I've seen some different styles of pockets, so that will be next. That's going to be I want to do try a new thing for me. Yeah, so I'm going to this is a learning process at the same time, so I'm really looking forward. I'm glad to get to this far. I'm glad I didn't do that a couple of years ago. That's on my that other video, right, the very first video. I'm glad that I didn't go ahead with that. I wouldn't have been happy, and so I just waited a little longer and to do this here, because that floor package you saw before, that was all, so I think was 6x7 or 7x8, something like that. But these are full 8x8, so I feel much better about it, and more learning during that time and how to do it. Well, it's a beautiful day. I can actually see blue skies. The smoke is clearing up. The sun is out. I haven't seen the sun really, any the daylight for a few weeks, it seems. Been quite busy with all that. So I'm a little bit behind in the garden project where I work. I do that as well. It's a community garden. I got the seed cans in place. I'm also getting a seed can building in place. It's a 50 by 40 building with 2 seed cans on the ends, and I got a 612 trusses there. So, and I'm getting that all ready I'm going to make that into a shop, and for the garden and for the timber framing and anything else that I do up there. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's coming together, slowly coming together now. I got all the materials, roof package there, and so I'm probably going to go and get a potato planter Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm getting the potatoes tomorrow, so I'm getting over 3,300 pounds of potatoes. So we'll get that potato planter and get those potatoes in the ground and get that started and get it finished. So yeah, last year everything was done by hand. This year it's because the garden is so big. I just want to get that potato planter where it's an implement that you put behind a tractor and somebody stands there and make sure that everything is working proper. It plants and hills the potatoes at the same time. So looking forward to doing that. That's something else. Gardening is not new to me. I've been doing it since I can remember. But doing with implements, it's going to be a lot quicker, a lot easier, I think. So, well, maybe I'll do a little video of that. All right, well, take care. Thank you for watching up to this point. Thank you for all those who subscribed here this past week. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for this build here and watch the process. And we'll get at it again on the next video. All right, take care and God bless.